everyone. Today we're going to be doing a prescribed fire with the Herbst Homestead. And you can see we have our fire break around our garage over here. We've got it going around the entire 13 acres that we're about to be burning today. And should be a nice, clean, good day. 5-mile-an-hour southeast wind. Nothing too much to worry about. Nice and even, and it's a cool 71 degrees today. The sun up there has been out for the last 4 days, so the fuel's nice and dry. And as you can see, it's almost a pure loblolly pine stand with the occasional invasive privet underneath, as well as black cherry, which is native, a couple different hardwoods like water oak and sweet gum. We've got the dogs out running today, getting that energy out, but we're about to light this place up. It is going to go from this, which is before, and then you can cue it and put an after. And I'll show you after. But went in here and did this fire break last night with them on the tractor. Got the pole saw out, and we are about to light this place up. So here we have our little turn we're about to take. Come on, dogs. Stay with us. Come on. You want good, bare, exposed mineral soil? Has a criteria to meet for a burn permit. You can call your Forest Service or Forestry Commission near you and get a burn permit. And where we couldn't fit the tractor in here on the property line, we came in here with a leaf blower and removed all the fuel down to exposed bare mineral soil, which starts right up here. So what we're going to do is take this drip torch behind us, and we're going to light the very edge of this place with the wind going, and we'll have all this set up. Go to the very corner, yes ma'am. But you can see their pine trees are starting to get attacked by beetles. They're starting to die and get left over left and right. So we want to prevent this, and by burning, we're going to put a nice thin layer of potash on the ground, as well as stop a lot of this larval stage pine beetles that are at their first vulnerable stage with fire. By coating the ground with all of this nitrogen and all of the soil amendments that the potash left over gives, we can prevent the next year of pine beetles and save a lot of these good timbered trees. So let's get started. All right, if you want to get this on camera, yep. Show just the wick. All right, so there's a fiberglass coil in here. All it is a piece of cotton looking coil, and it's about that big. It's a cylinder. You take this nut off and replace it. Once the wick has been coated with 30% diesel, 30% gas and 70% diesel, you can light it up just like this. All right, we're going to do a test fire as required by law. So you're going to take just about a 1 foot area and drip it on the ground and see where your wind is going. As you can see, that fire and flame is just tilting ever so slightly this way, which means we have a southeast wind coming out of that direction.
So what's that mean?
Basically 5 miles an hour. It's not enough to worry about, not enough to get really quick and out of hand. And this is going to be about a medium pace fire. It's not going to be very quick. I'd say more towards the slower end. So it's been about 20 seconds so far. We'll wait till the half-minute mark, but from what I'm seeing, this is not going to be an aggressive fire. So now that we've got this done, our test fire, we're going to go ahead and light our very outer edge and corners, and we're going to go down. If you can pan down here to our fire break, we're going to light this whole edge and have them police the strips. So here we go. Come on, dog. And if y'all want to move your side by side,
yeah, here, let me.
Yeah, sure. I'll take this. Right. I would say park it over there on the edge of the woods, just away from this stuff.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Just a reminder, I have fuel in the back, so. Watch out, dog. Better watch out now. All right, and then there's before. You can see that flame is starting to touch the ground. Huh? And as that wind kicks in, it's starting to move a good little bit. But all this in here, this is too built up. This is dangerous. You do not want this much pine straw, this much fuel. That is ridiculous.
Hold on, slow down. Come on. This way.
Come on, dog.
Jackson, come. Come.
Jackson.
This way. Not the brightest crayon in the crayon box. Come on.
Come on, dog. You stay with us now. Come on. Get over here, Jackson.
Come on.
All right. So with this pine forest being this overgrown, if we were to have a cigarette drop or a lightning strike in winter, it wouldn't be a big deal. But if you had a lightning strike or a cigarette drop in summer, you'd be replacing 13 acres of trees, because it just simply cannot take the heat given off by that type of fire in 100-degree weather. So you want to make sure that all this is good. And by doing proper forest maintenance like this, we are also putting down about 40 pounds of 10-10-10 for every acre of fire. You can see all the pines starting to die and fall over. Good sign that it's getting overgrown and overcrowded up there.
How far do you go?
Just to the very corner edge, and then I'll start doing strip heading fires through the middle, back and forth. But what we're making sure of is that the flames aren't going over your neighbor's house, which is what we want. So you want to stand here and just watch that for me?
Yeah.
In case anything goes over? Yeah. All right, and I'll go around the corner edge, and then I'll meet you back over here. Now we're getting into this privet berry crap, and so overgrown that yelping holly is coming up underneath it, and eastern red cedar, another evergreen, and makes it very challenging to get in here and actually get tender, because leaves aren't able to fall with that constant canopy of green. But that smoke is getting over the fire break. I don't like that, so we're gonna wait right here before we light any more. Just make sure things are good. You can see these floaters right here with all this heat. Get it done one way or another. All right, I think we're safe. Let's keep going. Now what this is going to do is very corner where we're at. We were on a rectangle. This corner here, this is going to push this into the center. And a lot of these elms and other signifying dry prairie trees like sweet gum and just corkwing elm and winged elm, all these are going to get fertilized. The smaller, thinner trees are going to end up dying and snapping off. This is going to provide a whole bunch of new greenery on the forest floor. So, looking good. I like it. What do you think? All right, so because this is only going 2 foot a minute, I need to go to the other side and start working it this way.
All right, you need a ride?
Yeah, sure, you can. Get on the back with you?
This is hot.
Yeah, I know, man.
You want me to stick it in the freezer or something?
Yeah, sure, if you can. All right, I'm gonna hang on best you can. Just try to go decently slow with me. I got both hands full. Do that. Yeah, sure. That'll work. Let me get relit. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah! Yeah! I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Who's stopping me? I am the danger. I am the boogeyman. I am a stranger. Fear is a miracle. I am the pain. A big in the spirit. You never been tamed. Let's go. There is no savior. Just me and you. To back you up later. This world is so evil. It's changing my nature. Still I'm so appalled. You thought I couldn't get at you. Oh! It's looking bleak. There's blood in the streets. Oh! A treat for the freaks. Defeating the beast. Oh! It's been weeks. At least there's moments of peace. Oh! Increase the heat. I wanna watch it burn. Come on. Burn it down. Okay? Burn. You with me? Burn it down. I wanna watch it burn. I don't back down from anyone. I don't back down from anything. Of all my foes, you a little one. The pressure at all is an easy thing. I know the reason you running from. You fear it the most, that 101. Bloody is sweeter than honey bun. If I was you, I would be terrified. Oh! It's looking bleak. There's blood in the streets. Oh! A treat for the freaks, they feeding the beast. Oh! It's been weeks, at least there's moments of peace. Oh! Increase the heat. I wanna watch it burn. Burn. Burn it down. Come on. Burn. Come on. Burn it down. I wanna watch it burn. Show me some mayhem. Show me some mayhem. Burn. Bring in the mayhem. Burn it down. I wanna watch it. Slipping back in the darkness again. Slipping back in the darkness again. Slipping back into the darkness again. Slipping back into the darkness again. Whoa! It's looking bleak. There's blood in the streets. Whoa! A treat for the freaks. They're feeding the beast. Whoa! It's been weeks. At least there's moments of peace. Whoa! Increase the heat. I wanna watch it burn.
All right, not every day you get to do this. But now you can see up there, all those pine cones right there are getting around 180 to 400 degrees, and they're starting to open up. You see all the seeds starting to fly off right here? This right here is what reseeds your forest, is a good controlled burn. These trees are made to withstand fire, and they will be far more healthier with less competition at their feet like this. So let's keep going.
Hey Sterling, what's your TikTok handle?
The American Forester, that's me. And here you can see Eastern Red Cedar. It absolutely hates fire. And they trimmed underneath it so it wouldn't die. So we're gonna help it out and run around it. But that got hit with fire. When it was green, it killed the whole tree. So that's good. Really good. But there's another pine beetle infested pine tree, and what'll end up happening is the bottom of this will inevitably catch on fire, and we might have to come over here with a chainsaw and actually cut that one here in a bit.
That one I pushed down by hand. That one's a little bit tougher. I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell it's pine beetle infested because of all the little wormholes right there that the woodpeckers are now boring into. So they are absolutely having a field day. Might have to fuel up here in a minute. About a quarter tank.
We're gonna chase out all our deer.
Oh yeah, if you got any, did you see any?
Yeah, we've had them at the camera lately. Hunting season's passed, so I stopped feeding them candy.
Yeah.
And now they just have to eat their minerals.
Heck yeah. Well, if you got deer, you got meat in the freezer, or I should say meat on the land at the very least. Yeah, so now we got a headwind coming from this field, and all of this right here is hugging the ground. You can see back there where it's getting a little bit more aggressive. It is definitely a good day to burn. And if you tried to do this in summer, like I said, the whole tree canopy would be on fire. But it is more than time. As you can see, you got some trees being balded up there by pine beetles, and man, pine beetles, they'll take out just a few trees like this, and then next year they'll take out a quarter of what you got, and then the year after that you'll have no trees. So very sad process, but something we have to deal with here in Georgia. So doing this, I know it seems destructive at first, but believe me, this place will be the most fertile land you've not seen in 40 years. All right, so this is after. You want to go?
Yeah, I'd probably grab the four-wheeler.
Yeah, sure, if you want. Look at that. That is nice and pretty, dude. Wow. What a lovely forest you got, Sean. I can go in here with a damn brush cutter and just knock stuff over. Wow, nice. Look at that. Well, we'll come back in here and get a couple of those spots that didn't burn. But for the most part, I'd say 80% of it's burning. Look at that, dude. You can see through your stuff, Sean. How exciting, man. I'm excited for you, man. Look at that. That is a pretty day to burn. Wow. We got to get in here and take pictures before it rains, man. It's like night and day difference.
Well, we just got back from Ireland. Took a little break from doing videos for a while because since the house was, pretty much wrapped up. But by popular demand, we decided we'd do some more videos, and it might not be every week, but we'll do videos as we get a chance with, some gardening and different things like that.
All the landscaping going on right now.
Here's some footage from before that I never used of when we did our control burn. And then we also did the TV wall in the living room. I got some time-lapse footage of that, but that's about it.
But don't let that fool you. We've been busy still, very busy. We have been working on finishing up the mulching. I've been going to town with planting. I don't know if you saw, here's a picture of my flower patch in full bloom that I planted last November. And then I've been busy just doing outside stuff, enjoying this weather, and getting some decorating done inside. Sean has made my dream, well, it's been on my wish list, H planter that I finally got planted, so we can walk around and look at that. And he made new cornhole boards.
Yep.
You know, the jack of all trades. But yeah, I don't know. We went to Ireland. We work. We worked some more. What else have we done?
I don't know. I'll have to try to get a new drone shot so
Yeah.
we can see our progress outside.
Yeah. But anyways, so starting off today, what we're going to be doing is finishing, probably not all the, well, there's more to mulch, but we have this last little patch here that I need to clean up now because I waited too long to do it and now it's getting overgrown. So we're going to clean that up. We're going to get some mulch on that, put some weed barrier down, and then we're going golfing. All right, let's go. Get to work.
One, two, 1, 2, need my attitude. 3, 4, 3, 4, check my latitude. Top floor, that's who in the zoo. Strut move like whoop down the avenue. Hey, I just want the finer things. I've been looking my whole life trying to find them things. I'ma take a whole pie, that's mine. Like, if you want a slice, baby, you can try mine. Hey, give me, give me, give me. Give me all that good. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Do it like you should.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I like that. You know I don't even gotta ask. I just want it all in a flash. Every time I keep coming back. Ooh, I like that. If you like it, then I love it. Put some extra on the next one. Got me hustling to the beat. Fresher than I ever seen. Hey, I just want the finer things. I've been looking my whole life trying to find them things. I'ma take a whole pie, that's mine. Like, if you want a slice, baby, you could try mine. Hey, give me, give me, give me. Give me all that good. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Do it like you should. Hey.
Ooh, I like that.
You know I don't even gotta ask. I just want it all in a flash. Every time I keep coming back. Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I like that.
You know I don't even gotta ask. I just want it all in a flash. Every time I keep coming back. Ooh, I like that.
So I've had a lot of people ask about our landscaping and planting because that's what my specialty is, kind of. So I really just wing everything. I've learned a lot, and that's what you do when you garden and plant stuff. But anyways, so I have planted a orchard of a bunch of different things so far, and I just happened to pick up a variegated, because that's what I love, lemon tree. So it's a mixture of, I guess, lemon and lime together. You make pink lemonade with it. I really don't know. I don't care. It'll give me fruit, and growing your own food is good for you. So I'm gonna get this thing planted, and this is how I do it.
All right, so here's the baby that's going in the ground, and here's what it will look like. So you see what I mean when it's like a mixture of lemon and lime. But
And it makes pink lemonade.
yeah, you can make pink lemonade with it. But yeah, I love variegated everything. So if you saw, well, you have seen my plant room, I think. I don't know, not lately, but I have so many variegated plants. But we're gonna put it here. This is what's gonna end the orchard that we started. So I've got the Cara orange over here and the cocktail trees, which is key lime and Meyer lemons. So the cool thing about the lime or the cocktail trees, I don't know if you remember the horrible freeze that we had. Like, it's the coldest it got in like 30 years. Of course, when you plant cocktail or any kind of citrus trees in that cold, you're probably gonna lose them. So I thought they died. Obviously all the leaves and stuff died off. I sat here, I waited, I was like, hopefully they live. They showed no signs of life until the day I went and I dug them up, one of them, and then I saw there is signs of life to this. So this was previously extremely bushy and happy, but it's not dead. So we're gonna let it stay where it's at and hopefully it comes back. I did pull up the second one and I put it in a pot because I had already gone out and bought another one, which is here. So hopefully this winter we don't have to worry about any of that bullcrap cold that we had, because I'm trying to grow my citruses.
And I've shed margaritas for days.
We can have pink lemonade margs. So, all right. And I am not wearing the right shoes for this, but that's okay.
I mean, we've done so good with PPE on this entire project, right?
So,
I think we wore safety glasses like the very first episode and then never again.
we have been told that our soil here is grade A, 100%. If you can see, like most southern in Georgia is nothing but clay. If you dig
Or
down,
sand.
probably how many feet down?
Like 3 feet.
About 3 feet down, it starts to turn into clay. But our entire property used to be cotton fields, and the soil is just perfect here. So anything you plant is gonna grow. But that's probably why I didn't lose my first cocktail plant. So before I moved to Georgia and planted all these trees, I learned a lot because I had never planted a tree before. Lisa has taught me a lot about how it works. So you want a big, wide hole to put your plant in. We do have a lot of grubs, I've noticed. I just saw one. There he is. Nasty asses. Anybody have a lizard? They're all over. So, our nice hole, big enough. This will fit in, and of course we're not going to put it that far down. So you want to put some good soil, and I have this bag to use up.
And you can see once you get, maybe about like a foot and a half down, you start hitting some of that yellow sand, and then another 2 feet past that's when you start hitting some clay.
Should be good. So
some nice roots. And we want to put a little more soil in here because we want this part of the tree to be flush with where we're burying it.
You don't want to cover up the trunk or you'll suffocate it, right?
Yeah. So that's good. And then I'm going to mix the actual ground. I'll put layers of it.
You know, I got you gloves for this.
I always forget to use them. It's too late now. I actually started getting my nails done again because I thought we were done with this, but we're not. So that, and then I'll put a little bit more of this. So you always want to make sure that there's no air pockets in your dirt. Not good for your plant. You want to stomp her down. And then we'll top it off with soil again. And another thing that I have learned, for new trees especially, is that you kind of want to do a mound around the outside of them. So when you water, it focuses on where it needs to go. Being careful that you're not covering up your important places. So now it's in, and the last part is your mulch. Because it gets hot AF here in the south, and if you don't have any protection, you're literally going to scorch your plants. So you want to leave breathing room, again, around the trunk. So we're not suffocating it, but there's plenty here to keep it nice and moist. And we'll leave the tag on just so, because in case we forget what we planted, very unlikely. Voila! She's planted and ready to give us some goodies in a few years, not anytime soon. So this extra dirt will wash away.
Give us a little time to build our tiki bar first so that we can
Yep.
be ready to pick some fresh limes for
Orange crushes, margaritas. So again, I'm new to all of this. So far so good. As you can see, there's leaves on everything. And within 5 or so years, we should have some happy fruiting trees. The only thing I didn't add this year I wanted to was the apples, but we'll get them next year. And the olives.
Is that it?
That's it. What else? Well, I have other stuff to plant next. Now I have a bird feeder to assemble. Sean gets so tired of all this. It's what I love. And he likes to look at it.
Might be a long episode, but we've been away for a while.
You can break it into two.
Babe, that's not your tool holder.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're going to scratch up our golf cart.
There'll be a tool holder on it.
Look, you already have scratches. You picked it up in plain daylight and you scratched it.